What's up, everybody? Hey, come on in, come on in. So I think when I set the time for this live, it might have said 8:35, and I don't know why. Um, Clearly I thought I clicked on 8:30, but anywho, we're here. So it's good to see everyone. Yeah, I just wanted to catch up with y'all. It's been a minute since I've done a live, and um yeah, a lot's going on around the house, a lot of nothing. I have really just been taking a chill pill. Hey Diva, what's going on? What? I thought I was on time. Good evening, Melanie. Hello, Green Organic Love. Good to see you all. Yes, I just kind of been hanging out, chilling. A lot of things going through my head right now. And I wanted to share some of that with y'all. Hello, Sandra. Sandra, nice to meet you. Welcome. And so a lot of things going on in my head, and I've been really engaged in a lot of live streams lately. A lot of new channels that I've discovered, and people are texting me and letting me know, oh my God, you should go look at this and go look at that. And so I've just really been immersing myself in a whole lot of new things lately. And by new things, I mean new information. Basically the same concepts, composting, homesteading, um, raising chickens, raised bed gardening, back to eating gardening, the same kind of things we hear all the time in the community, but just getting more and new information. So I love to learn. I have a hard time when things are kind of stagnant, or when I feel like I'm stagnant. I get really bored quickly. And so when I feel that way, I'm just like, oh, Letitia, you need to kind of figure that out. You need to figure that out because gardening is amazing. And there's so many things that you can do, so many ways you can make your garden look. Um, uh, and so there's no need to kind of get bored with it. And so that's always, anytime I feel a little stagnant or a little bored with anything, that is just a sign that I need to, like, Letitia, you need to do something a little different up here. Think a different way, listen to other people, other perspectives, so you can continue to grow. So that's kind of where I've been the past couple of days. So I'm sorry. I know I pushed out several videos last week, but I haven't really pushed out a whole lot since I think Wednesday or Thursday of last week. I'm just taking it in. Hey, whoa, let's see. Stephanie's Garden, hello. Good to see you. Stephanie Valadez is in the house. And Backyard Gardener, hey, I was just kind of hitting that video that you did on prepping your soil. I think the title of it was is your soil ready? So yeah, lady, hey, Lady H, what's going on? Um, your mother raised the chicken, but dad said they can't call me that anymore. That was great. Oh, I love it. I miss y'all. Oh my God, I have missed y'all because it's been a minute since I did a live. I know. Um, but I have truly, truly missed you. Southern Blessed Homestead, hey there. Good to see you. Oh my goodness, this is a treat. Southern Bless is one of those channels that I have definitely started to watch in the past couple of or last week or so. I just met them, so I'm just taking it all in. I mean, uh, there's just so much good information and so many great people out there, and it's so cool that there's a platform like YouTube that, like, allows you to immerse yourself into really take it in, whatever you want. It's so cool. So Southern Blessed, it's so good to see you. It's so good to see you. Left Farmers in the house. Hey, thank you so much. I am proud of myself. So I released a video. Uh, I think it might have been the last video I released. I rooted a citrus tree cutting, and when I tell y'all, it has been a long time coming because I tried to do this last year as well from cuttings that my neighbor gave me off of their Meyer lemon. Complete fail. And so this time I had two calamundins and two Meyer lemon tree cuttings. Out of the four, one cutting survived, and it happened to be a Meyer lemon tree cutting. So I'm very excited about that. My plan is to move it under the grow light soon. I'm gonna give it a little bit because I just took the plastic bag off of it, and it's been without a plastic bag for a whole 24 hours. So I just want to give it some time to adjust, and then I want to definitely, the roots are not. There's roots, but it still has room to grow. So I'm excited. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? Miss Cheryl from Cheryl's Organic Food Force is in the house. Hello. Oh my goodness, this is definitely a treat. I'm telling you, I feel so blessed right now. Man, this is so cool. J3GS Farms, hello. What is up? Melanie, the moderator, is in the house. What's going on? Yeah, so let me scroll back up, make sure I didn't miss anybody. Good, good. Well, my goodness, it's so good to see everybody. I'm so pumped. Thank you so much. So your orange cuttings are now blooming. That is so cool. And that Meyer cutting was blooming. It's bloomed twice already. So when I took the cutting, it had blooms on it. I knocked the blooms off because I was thinking, like, Letitia, this cutting don't need them blooms, and it really don't need all these leaves. So take all that off so the roots can, so the energy can go to the roots. But that sucker bloomed anyhow, bloomed again, and so twice it has bloomed since it's been in that cup. So I'm real excited about that. UT is in the house apparently. Yep. Hey, what's going on? Thank you, Melanie, for catching them. The bull. Oh my gosh, I am just overwhelmed right now. This is so cool. The bull is good to see you, and you know, man, you have really been rocking it out lately. I'm rocking it out. I'm so proud of you. And man, it takes guts and a little bit of other thing, prayer, okay, to do the type of task that you're doing right now. So I commend you, sir. And you have encouraged like everybody. I mean, I have been hearing about people taking on the challenge here lately, and that's so cool. That is so cool. So kudos to you, sir. And man, you're gonna reach your goal. Uh, Whatever your goals are, you're gonna reach those because you're so willing and ready. So there's nothing like that at all. Um, Thank you so much, Lev Pharma. And yeah, yeah. So I'm excited. I'm so excited to see everyone. I'm making sure I called everybody. I think I did. So yeah, let's hang out. Let's talk. What's going on? How's everybody doing? Listen, there has been some storms going on. I mean, like people are like who was I just watching earlier? I think the city stead, and he has a video and it's like raining, it's just pouring. He said the temp is good, but it's just pouring down. And but the storms have been like, y'all remember that movie, it was called Tornado, or maybe that wasn't what it was, the Perfect Storm or something. Not the Perfect Storm, I think it was called Tornado. But you remember the cow going across the field? Yeah, it's kind of been like that. The winds have been ridiculously crazy. So we're getting the rain, and then this stuff is happening late at night too. So it seems like it's touching everybody. These storms, this wind, and this rain. So I hope everybody is safe. And I heard that some people have lost their, yeah, Twister. That's right. Yep, yep. Thank y'all. Yeah. um, I heard that some people have lost their barns. Some people have lost their homes. I mean, it's been really, really crazy. So Lady Aisha says, anyone heard anything from Deborah Christmas and our homestead heart? I haven't. Has anybody in the chat? Joshua G, welcome. Good to see you. Hey, how you doing? It's so good to see you. And yeah, so I don't know. I don't know about them. Lady H, I don't know. Let me back it up. Let me back it up. Okay. So yeah, so I hope everybody is safe. It seems like the weather is just, it was 70 degrees here 2 days ago, or was it yesterday? I can't remember. And I mean 60 degrees the next day, but the night temps are dipping down in the 40s, in the high 30. It's just been, it's been interesting. So let's see, somebody said we had a tornado hit a mile from our house. Oh my goodness. Northwest Mississippi, no property damage. Well, praise Jehovah, because honey, those tornadoes aren't a no joke. No joke. Deborah is okay. I've talked to her. Diva said, okay, good. Good, good, good. Joshua G, little sick from all this weather. I know, right? Like, can't get well. Can't get well. Little big girl farmer, for all the new people that's in the house, little big girl farmer is my daughter. She's 4 years old. And she had a slight fever last night, and she'd been complaining about being cold for the past couple of days. So I'm just like, man, it's like you just got well. We just got well. She had pink eye. She had, over Christmas break, we went through pink eye, two colds during Christmas break. Go back to school. Now she don't feel well again. Got the runny nose. It's like, man, it's something else. This weather is just, um, it just keep you where you can't get well. You really can't. But you got allergies. I'm so sorry, and an upper respiratory infection. Lord have mercy. Well, I'm praying for you, Joshua. If anybody doesn't mind doing that for him, because man, this is just rough out here in these streets, y'all. It's rough out here in these streets. Um, don't know about the Homestead Heart. Okay. Yeah, I don't know either. I haven't heard from them. Um, so the topic of discussion, uh, resources, for gardeners, for farmers, aspiring farmers. Y'all know I love to talk about, where can I get that information? What can I do to get better? Who can I study? Whatever it is out there that will help us further along our skill sets, when it comes to gardening, farming, whatever it is that you were selling, whatever it is. And there are a lot of people in our community that consistently post information about just that, right? And so I told you that I've been learning a lot lately, and trying new things, listening to people that I typically, you know, from first look, and I know this might sound bad, but I don't mean it to sound this bad, but first look, I probably said, yeah, pass. I pass, right? But then I'm like, Letitia, wait a minute, just give him a chance, because they talking about chickens, and you said you wanted to have some chickens. So bottom line, why don't you just listen for a minute, listen for 60 seconds, and see if they talking about something, and then decide, or Letitia, man, you've been trying to root these citrus tree cuttings, and one cutting video, I know if you feel like you've watched one video on cuttings, you've watched them all, but that's not true. Like, there's so much, and so many different ways to do things. There isn't one way to do cuttings, or one way to graft, or one way to, whatever it is that you want to do. And so I've just really been challenging myself to, like, step back, just listen, just listen. Doesn't matter what it look like. Don't matter what it look like. Just listen. And if you glean, you glean. If you don't, you don't. I mean, what you got to lose? You don't have anything to lose, right? So, yeah, that's where I am. Yeah, Dr. Richie, I heard that he had the pink eye too. Yeah, I'm glad he got over that. It's just one of those things. Three people in her class had it, then her cousins had it. She was bound to get it, I guess. And that's exactly what happened. Like a week into Christmas break, boom, there it was. So, um, let's see. Bipolar weather. I know, right? Yeah, I'm in zone 6B, you all. So we experience that all the time. I mean, it's supposed to be wintertime. Why we have 70-degree weather? Not here. Not here. We don't that's crazy. That's crazy for here. So, but anyway, I don't know. I have no idea. Um yes, gardening is a never-ending learning curve. It really, if you allow it to be, it can be. Because I don't know about you. I mean, I haven't been gardening that long. About 4 years. It's going into my fifth year. And I don't know everything, and y'all know I let you know that I don't know. Okay. And that's why I love for us to get together like this so we can share information, share resources as quickly, as accurately as possible. I'm gonna do some a few channel shout outs, but not a whole lot. But people that consistently give me life on YouTube because they are so intentional about teaching, and they may not even consider themselves teachers, but because they share, they teach, right? And they're not scared to give information, or they're not stingy, right? And they want to share the information with people. And I love that. I love that. One of those people are here in this chat, and I'm not saying that I don't learn from everybody, but I've said this person's name over and over and over again, and y'all know who I'm, because I mean it. I swear I do. Cheryl's Organic Food Forest is one of those channels that I will always, always, always support, because that lady, I don't care what it is, okay? And she'll tell you this is the way I do it, and I appreciate that, because there isn't one way to do everything. But I really, really appreciate, very, very grateful for her channel, because she listens to her supporters. Okay, so she reads the comments and she's listening. And how do I know that she's listening? Because when I comment, I'm just talking about me. When I comment on some things, the next thing I know, there might be a video about it. If I ask a question, she addresses the question. And then, oh, here come a video about it, right? So I love that. I love people, that channels that listen to their supporters and they want to empower them. And I just feel all of that, okay, from Miss Cheryl's Organic Food Forest. There's one more I want to mention, and she is the silliest person I've ever met in my entire life. I love her personality, is just quirky as heck, right? But she doesn't know everything, but it may seem like she does, because she's always got an answer. Okay, she's always got an answer, and I really do feel like it's genuinely because she has learned. She's a very learned person. She takes in information very easily, and it sticks. And then by experience, by observing, and that person is Diva Jones 03. I just really feel that about her. Led Farmer 73. Everybody in this community know Led Farmer 73, right? But he is consistent now. His videos have been very entertaining lately, and I can definitely appreciate the comic relief. So I just want to point that out. But I mean, again, it's just so many people out there that provide and give us great information, and I just love it. And I just thank you all so much for being consistently putting out content, and like literally everybody can learn if they would just listen. So you can glean something, right? You can glean something. So thank you so much. And there's a few new channels. Yes, there's a few new channels that I've been watching. One of those is Let me get the name right. And she just popped in the chat. One of those is Southern Blessed Homestead. So I relate to her because do you ever feel like you just don't know what to do, right? It's like you have this big massive project and you dreamed it up one way but it turned out another, right? And so I can relate to that and I'm interested to see her journey, right? How does she cope? How does she deal with it? What kind of changes is she going to make? Is she not going to make any? Is she just going to flow with it? The way her garden is set up is very very interesting, using materials that maybe traditionally have not been used in the garden. So I'm all about that. I'm all about that. I love that. Another channel is called Chicken Landa. Chicken. Let me get it right. Hold on a second. Chickenlandia, I think that's the way you say it. So I've been thinking a lot about chickens, getting chickens, and but I'm not there yet. The same way with bees, I'm not there yet. I'm trying to, immerse myself, learn some things, and learn it again, and then remember, and hopefully I remember, and then learn it again. If I don't, or if I do, it doesn't matter. I'm just trying to really, really take in information. And so one of the channels that that's new to me, may not be new to y'all, but um yeah, let me see. Let me just Google chicken. Yeah, Chickenlandia. Yeah. And let me show you what the yeah, so it looks like this, the page. And this lady literally has backyard chickens and ducks. She has some ducks in there, but her passion is educating people on how to care for backyard chickens. Chickenlandia. I thought that was so cute. And she introduces herself as the president of Chickenlandia. I just think that is so, so cool. So I would recommend her if you are interested in having backyard chickens, or you currently have them on your property or your homestead or in your backyard, to check her out. I mean, and she ain't paying me to say that, whatever. I just feel like I've learned so much. Like I've literally binge watched her channel. And yes, so let me see what y'all talking about. I've kind of been ignoring the chat a little bit, but these are all great. Yes, everybody's giving Cheryl some love. Yes, Miss Cheryl, because you deserve it. It's true. It's so true. Um, can somebody teach you not how to throw out your back? I can't do that because I just did that last week. And that's part of the reason why I stopped putting out videos. I was like, Lord, I can't even walk right now. It was bad. So you've thrown out your back. Please do what you can to recover. That means no lifting, none of that. So you might have to take a break for a week in that gym, Diva. Um, let's see. Uh, yep. You can't have chickens where you live, Miss Cheryl. I think that's what you meant. Chickens, not cheering. Uh huh. You just checked out Chickenlandia. Great. I really like her. I really, really like her. I mean, and she talks about a little bit of everything, even the stuff that has happened on the homestead that she's not very proud of, because it's like, duh, I should know that. I'm an educator, right? But just mistakes. And one of those was predators, not really protecting her chickens from predators, or she had some protection, but it wasn't adequate enough. Because one of the chickens got attacked by a eagle or something, and then there was a raccoon issue. So she talks about that, and her coop is real cute, by the way. I'm like, that's exactly what my coop would probably look like. It is so cute. it shouldn't be that cute for some chickens, but it is cute. Um, yes, chicken. Yeah, yeah. So, before I move forward, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you to everyone that is new. Thank you so much, everyone that is a continued supporter of this channel. I am creeping up the charts a little bit in numbers with supporters, subscribers, and I really am so grateful for that. And I want to continue to grow. I want to continue to provide some, I hope, useful information, especially for beginner gardeners. And I know I had kind of talked about, I wasn't sure if I wanted to continue, if I want, like what I wanted to do with this channel. And I think it's just about, Letitia, you just got to try some new things and do some things different. So I am totally open to that, totally willing. So I'm not going anywhere right now. And thank you all for your encouragement and kind words during that kind of time. And I think a lot of that too has to do with, like, you just have to take a break. You have to take breaks and not feel guilty about taking breaks. So if you have to do that, that is fine. This platform will be here when you come back. The peeps will be here when you come back. If they're truly your supporters, they'll be here. Okay. And I love when people let us know what's going on. But even if you ain't got the strength to do that, that is okay. I mean, it's like nobody runs your life on here. Okay. You get to make the choices about what you want to do. And I don't know why that's what we do. I don't know why we do that. Like, allow people to, kind of, and I think it's a subconscious thing. Like, we don't mean to, but we do. We give people a lot of power over our lives, and it is what it is, because we're givers. Because we're givers. Most of us are givers, right? And we're helpers, and that's just the way it is. And but we have to do, I personally, I'm trying to get better about managing that. Like, if I need to take a break, I'm gonna take a break, and I'm not gonna feel guilty about it. I'm not gonna feel guilty about it. Hey, Dee Dee's Pharmacy's in the house. Hey, what's going on, girl? What's up? And Miss Angela's Garden Sense. Hello. This is so cool. Yes, I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're here. I have to go also. Everyone have a blessed night. Please inform of anything new. Hit me up on YouTube or Facebook, Miss Sandra says. Okay. Thank you so much for joining us, and good night. Good night. Okay. So thank you to all my new supporters, new subscribers, everyone that's been here from day one. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And also thank you to everyone that has entertained my seed shop. I really appreciate that. I had done a couple of videos on seeds that I had for sale. And I usually send more than yes for, because I'm trying to get rid of stuff. And I had some sales on eBay, and so I'm really, really excited about that. Thank you so much to everyone that has supported. There, I really, really appreciate that. So I saw somebody new. Where are you? Hypocentric. Hello. Thank you so much. Yes. Good to see you, Hypocentric. And let's see. Everybody saying what's up to Hypocentric. Butterflies Home and Garden. Hey, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I really have been thinking about you a lot. And I should have just commented on a video randomly and just told you how much I was thinking about you. I really do hope you and your family are doing well. Yeah, you have been on my mind. Miss Angela says, I'm so excited to try those. Oh, okay, the okra. Yeah, great. I'm excited. I'm excited for you. I'm so excited. So good. So this is what I want us to do, y'all. I want y'all to tell me, other than YouTube, because we know YouTube it provides a plethora of information, like tons, okay, of information. Anything you want to know about is pretty much here, right? Now there are some times and just a like a little nugget. If you are googling something that you want to know about gardening, and you don't see very many videos on it, you should probably make a video about that. I just want to point that out. Yeah, you should probably do some other research. Go to the library, Google, I don't know, get the encyclopedias, whatever you got to do. Do a little bit of research on your own, not just YouTube, but other resources, and then come back and make a video about it. Because if there's only 2 or 3 videos on Letizia figs, then somebody probably need to be making videos about Letizia figs. I just want to point that out. Just ideas, okay? Um, and there are this season right now, it's winter time. We're not getting a whole lot of sun during the day. It's raining a lot, and it seems like the trend in the community right now is cooking videos. uh some of you all have already started planting seeds. Some of you all are doing indoor gardening. We have been talking about winter sowing on this channel, and I have not started to winter sow. Everything that I've planted, I've done a few videos on planting seeds indoors, have been herbs. I got one tomato plant growing, and got my citrus trees I'm trying to take care of. So, but we see the trend of composting. So everybody's trying to do their composting, preparing their soil, garden planning, garden reconstruction or makeovers. We see people prepping their gardens for the spring. So I'm just doing garden cleanup. So with those are the kind of trends that we're seeing. And being in a lot of the lives lately, and a lot of new lives, listening to people, it seems like even though they have big gardens and things, that they don't really know a lot of resources. um and then there's just some little nuggets that I've been picking up anyway. So I just want us to share right now in the chat of any local resources. Where do you typically go get your compost if you don't make it yourself? So in my city, um, they pretty much got you paying for everything. Okay. I don't know why, it just that's the way it is. So if I want compost, I can't go get it for free. That I have found nowhere where I can get it for free. So that's why I started making it on my own. And I'm not 100% sure of all the locations in my city where you can get compost, but I do know of at least 3. And people mention their municipality composting, or some people call it their yard waste centers, or their garden centers may have it. Not the garden centers at like Walmart and Big Lots and Lowe's, not those garden centers, but there's literally like a place called the garden center. And so people, they actually compost there. And so those are some places where you may look, and you may, in your area, you may have a site that offers compost for free. You usually have to pick it up, or they'll deliver for a fee. But in my city, there's nowhere that I know of that you can get compost for free. So if you all know, or what are some of your composting sites? Um, and if you don't mind, you might real quick, everybody in the chat, can you put what gardening zone you are in and what state you're in? So what gardening zone? Like I'm in zone 6B, 7-ish, 6B, 7A, in Kentucky. So um compost is free in your city. Dang, what did they? I don't know why this city has us pay for every daggone thing. I mean, everything, everything. Um, you're thinking about getting a compost container to make your own? Yes. What kind of container, Miss Angela? The boy said he's in Georgia, zone 7A. Miss Cheryl's in North Texas, zone 8A. Okay. And so and you may see some of these people in here that are in the same zone of you as you, and you should check them out because they may be doing something. And that's another thing about I try to mention my zone all the time because I try to find other people that are in my zone as well, because you're probably growing, your growing conditions, your climate is very, very similar. And speaking of growing zones, let me explain to the best of my ability what a growing zone is. Um, Growing zones are literally zones, climate zones. So the higher the number that you see, so you see 5A, 5B, 6A, 6B, 7A, 7B, 8A, 8B, and so forth, so forth. So the higher the number, the higher the temperatures, right? And the 8 and the B, there's like a 5-degree difference in temperatures. So if you are in zone A, so 7A, okay, your temperatures are cooler than zone 7B. So if you're in the B range, your temperatures are higher than the A range. Does that make sense? So if I'm in 6B and you're in 6A, your temperatures are cooler than mine. Okay. So that's pretty much how I understand it. And if you don't know what gardening zone you're in, all you got to do is just type in, Kentucky, your city, state, and garden zone, and then you'll probably see on the Google search options the Farmer's Almanac. That's usually what pops up. And there's some other sites too that you can use, but you can type in on the Farmer's Almanac. You can type in your zip code and it'll tell you what growing zone you're in. Simple as that. And why is it important to know your growing zone? So, if you want to know when to plant seeds outside or when to start indoors, or how long your growing season is, so how many days do you actually have to grow food outside before the frost come, if you want to know your first and last frost dates. And these are predictions, so don't like hold them to it, but it's a great prediction on, and it's not great, it's like a 30% chance that the frost date will be what they say, but it still gives you like a ballpark. Okay. So yes, the higher the number, the warmer the climate. Yes. And somebody else typed. So Farmer's Almanac has a link to determine your garden zone. Yes, great, Miss Cheryl. Yes. And so if you're not sure about what that is great. And then they give you information, like I said. There are tons of apps out there. So if you use a gardening app, can you type that in the chat? That would be amazing. If you use a gardening app, there is one that I use. It's called From Seed to Spoon, and they're actually a YouTube channel on here. They don't put out a whole lot of content though on YouTube. They're very, very active on Facebook, and then he's created this app as well. And it's really dope because not only does it tell you like when you should plant, but how you should water. If you want to use or are interested in using the square foot gardening method, like how many seeds to plant in a square foot. It actually tells you like if you are diabetic or you have high blood pressure or if you're anemic, which vegetables are great for those conditions. And so it'll literally give you a list. It actually tells you like what season it should you plant in a warm season or a cool season, depending on the crops that you want to plant. I mean, it's so much information. So that's the one that I use. If you use a gardening app, can you please type that in the chat? And let's see some of these comments. I envy those in zone 8 and 9. Such a long growing season and fewer frost days. You are so right. Their nights might be cold, but definitely fewer frost days. And then let's see. Hey, getting started on homesteading. Getting started on homesteading is in the house. Farmer's Almanac says April 20th is our last frost date here in Kentucky. Yes, and that actually changed because the last time I looked, it was April 10th. So thank you so much for bringing that up and welcome. Good to see you. I'm so glad you're here. UT says zone knowledge can help some, but careful because it is just one stat. So much more information needed to understand your microclimate. Really like the barefoot vid on watching the sun yard to sense it. Okay, thank you. Yes. Um, so I do some, I think you're talking about the Sun Diaries. Is that what you're talking about, UT? Um, watching the sun yard to sense it. I'm not sure. But anyway, I think that's what he's talking about, the Sun Diaries. I just recorded when every 2 hours, I try to every 2 hours, where the sun was in my yard or on my whole property. So my little bit of property. So I wanted to see how the sun was, or where the sun was. And I did that in the spring and the summer. Let's see. My zone is 9A, 9B for my zip code. Cool. Farm, I read that one. Angela, the frost days seem to love to wait until my fruit trees are blooming. Oh my gosh, I've heard that a lot. The weather's so crazy that people's trees are blooming again. And then the frost comes and boom, they're gone. Um, I didn't. There's the app that I'm talking about. If you scroll up in the chat a little bit, you'll see I typed it in. It's called From Seed to Spoon, and it is free. Let's see, and my fruit trees are confused. Right, that's what I keep hearing. That's what I keep hearing. DVD, all my trees are blooming. I'm praying that they will make it through the winter. Oh Lord Jesus. Mm-mm-mm. Y'all forgive me. I'm in and out of the chat. I'm watching on my TV. Oh, okay. You're forgiven. Let's see. So, what do you do if frost comes after blooms on the tree? I mean, I don't know. I'm not a pro, but if y'all can answer that for her, she said, "What do y'all do when the frost comes? To save the blooms?" And I imagine y'all might not do anything, okay, because you know it's not gonna last very long. But some people may cover them. I don't know. So if y'all can answer, Miss Angela, I'm new to fruit trees. I got a few apple trees, but none of mine have bloomed. None of mine have bloomed, and they're still alive because I checked them. I was like, oh Lord, they're dying. I'm seeing everybody's videos talking about they trees are blooming and mine's not bloom. You know how we do. The gardener, new gardener anxiety. But yeah. Let's see. Do you try to cover the tree? Is what they're saying. Miss Angel's garden says. Okay. UT said that was the one I meant. Okay, okay, okay. Another important stat we should know about observation. No truly good personal information without a bit of personal observation. That's right. I really do think you should pay attention. I mean, take in as much as you can, but pay. Look at the obvious, right? And that wasn't so obvious to me until I saw somebody else do it. I saw another channel, and I was like, oh, well, shoot, you're right. I understand that the sun is lower in the wintertime. It sits lower in the sky, and that we get less sunlight during the day. I do understand that. But which side do of the house do I get the most sunlight? Is it on the north side or the south side? Well, the south side window typically is the window that you want to put, your plants in if you start stuff indoors because it's supposed to be receiving the most sunlight. But the north side does get sunlight, but for how long? Those type of questions. And if you just do that one day for 2 hours, I know it's kind of tedious, but every 2 hours, just go outside and scan the area again. You'll get an idea about how much sunlight you get literally in those pockets or wherever you want to garden or wherever you're thinking about garden. It's a real good exercise to do. I protect my trees last year. It saved my blooms, Diva Jones said. And I haven't seen very many gardening apps. So maybe you all don't use gardening apps. That's okay. Um, let's see. Have a bit of cough, but taking meds to fight it. I'm so sorry that you don't feel well. Miss Angel's Garden Sense. Yes, praying for your healing as well. Joshua, I think, was in here too, and he didn't feel very well. He got all kind of allergies and all kinds of things, respiratory infection. Mm-mm-mm. And y'all know I know because that's all I've been battling. This household has been sick. This is probably the sickest we have ever been since my child has been alive, born. Okay, the last 4 years. This is probably the worst year for everybody. So, but it could be worse, and I'm very grateful that it isn't. I am so grateful. Lord knows I'm grateful. Um, let's see, y'all. Uh, Not much you can do when it happens. We talking about the frosted tree, when the frost comes and the trees. Okay. So Didi says our community garden center wraps the fruit trees up like mummies. Okay. All right. On the northern hemisphere, the sun is always slightly south, so a better day long option. Okay. Gardening apps, they have those. Oh Lord Jesus. Yes, there are gardening apps. Y'all are so funny. Okay, there are a couple more things I want to share real quick. Common sense says too, like to ask your neighbors. So if you see your neighbors growing stuff, probably should ask them, what are they doing? If you have a question about anything, and resources, as far as resources is concerned, I've seen several videos posting about composting, like I said, and specifically leaves, leaf mold, leaf mulching, uh, you know, feeding their or putting leaves in their garden beds and cover them for the wintertime. I've seen a lot of that lately too. And you know, my rule of thumb is it feels kind of weird at first, like to just go pick up a bag of leaves off the street that your neighbor has set out, but they set it there to be picked up to be thrown away. And so if the leaves are, just chilling on the curb, I think it's really anybody's game, right? To go pick up those leaves if you want them. And I have asked neighbors and they look at me like I'm crazy. They're like, "Girl, if you don't take them leaves, I just, some people do appreciate it though, because you're stepping onto their property sort of, okay? And they do appreciate, the courtesy, but they don't care about them leaves. That's why they set them out there, or twigs, or whatever else it is that you want to use in your garden. So just go get them. Uh, there is a website that I just became aware of, and I took advantage of a 3-day free access to, I mean, it's like 25 or 30 different speakers that spoke on different things. So I went and bought a notebook. I don't know when the last time I actually had a real notebook in my hands, right? So y'all can see that I took notes like crazy. And the videos ranged anywhere from 10 minutes long to 45 minutes long to an hour and 6 minutes or something like that. It just depends on which ones you watch. But I missed the whole first day, but I got the second and third day pretty much. And I only watched the videos that I was interested in. So there was a lot of talk about marketing. So how to sell, how to market, how to brand yourself, your business. There was a lot of talk about farmers market. And surprisingly, people are just like, farmer market what? I'm not going to no farmers market. Or they don't use the farmers market as their sole source of communication with the community and way of making money. Uh, Most of these are farmers that are thriving. The actual website is called Diva. Can you type this in for me? Diva, if you are there, can you type this in for me? It's thrivingfarmersummit.com. Okay. Thriving farmer. And you don't have to be a farmer, okay, to be a part or for this information to be relevant to you. If you are gardening, it's relevant. If you are interested in market farming, if you're interested in making money with the produce if you're interested in logos and branding, how to reach customers, like how learning what customers want. how to legally do things. Um, if you're interested in salad farming, so your farm is all about salad greens, microgreens. Okay, I know there's several people in the chat that are have been growing microgreens, that are interested in microgreens. Um, uh, there are, and these are the ones I typically went toward. And farming elderberry. Elderberry is new to me, but I've heard all the hype about elderberry. It's trending now. Elderberry is not new, okay, to a lot of communities. And but it's one of those things that is trending. And everybody's talking about elderberry and elderberry syrup and how to make it. But there's a lot of great information. And matter of fact, if you log onto that website, they're going to ask you to purchase a free ticket, and it literally is. All you got to do is type in your name, your email, hit the green button, or yellow button, it maybe be, and they'll send you an email, which will give you access to the website. But it's today's day 3, so if you don't get on it tonight to peep some of that information, you're going to miss it. But you can access all the information by paying a fee. So just go to the website and check that out. And if it's good, it's suitable for you, I say go for it. Okay. Because it was great. A lot of great information. So that's a resource I wanted to share with y'all. Okay. Y'all, I've been studying. I've been like a student, honey. And it ain't cost me a dime. Ain't cost me a dime. Just a little time. Just a little time. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, communities. Uh-huh. Yes, Miss Cheryl. um, David Jones says Curtis Stone built his business on microgreens. Yes, and salad greens, honey. Rows and rows and rows. And they talk, and it's really, the website is called Thriving Farmers because these people have really understood. They understand community, they understand relationship, and they understand work ethic, honey. And they making it happen. They make it happen. So I'm excited about learning from them. And again, like I said, everybody may not seem like you're gonna learn much because you're looking like, what is this? But if you just give it a minute, you might actually learn some valuable information. Um, Miss Angel said, I'm on their website now and it looks quite interesting, because it is. It really is. I didn't think, there's some videos about mushrooms. There's a few people. I know Rob is one of those people. He ain't in here, but the Sapper Gardener, he's interested in mushrooms, or has tried or attempted to grow mushrooms before. But there's videos on there about that. So it's a little bit of everything. And I also learned too that when they're selling, they're not just selling their produce, they're coupling their produce with maybe like cut flowers, or maybe a sash that they've made, or elderberry syrup, like some other product that kind of grabs. Because when you go to a farmer's market, they expect there to be produce there, right? So what sets you apart from everybody else, right? Or what can at least grab their attention for about 30 to 60 seconds, because yes, they saw your kale, and yes, they saw your collards, but now they see these cute little jars, and with these colorful little ribbons on it. Well, what's that, right? People want to kind of see the other stuff too. So anyway, it was great. Planning and organizing is for nerds. Yes, it is. I received that. I received that, you see. Oh, goodness. Okay, let's see. Oh my goodness. Anyone trying onions in zone 6 or 7? I tried last year with little success, but might try again. And I think you should try again, Miss Angela. Yes, the only onion that I had the most success with, I was like, well, shoot now, is bunching onions. And I actually winter sowed those onions. And I typically don't winter sow or seed start root crops. I don't. And I haven't. I just direct sow those suckers, I said. But the bunch of onions I did, and they transplanted well. And they grew well. So last spring, if you check out my videos from last spring, honey, they rocked it out. Okay. So, but the bulb onions, I just want to throw them across the room. Can I just be honest? Yeah, I want to throw them across the room. Okay, because I just have not figured that out yet. So if anybody got any tips on onions, I am down to listen. Y'all, I'm so greedy. I do everything I can do to preserve them blooms. I was in the bitter cold wrapping my trees, Lord Jesus. Bull Bonita. Okay, y'all talking to each other. I tried to look up the app. Is it from seeds to garden? Nope, from seed to spoon. From seed to spoon. It looks like this. Let me show you. Let me show you. Bam. From seed to spoon. Yeah, that's what the app looked like. Let me go back. Let's see. Yes, I like using from seed to spoon. Remember from seed to spoon. Okay, yeah, that's from seed to spoon. Right, yeah. Yep. Uh Here's the little icon right here. I'm gonna put it up as far as I can. And it literally has a little spoon. You can't really see the writing around it, but that's what it looks like. Um, from seed. Yep, that's right. From seed to spoon. Let's see. You can kind of protect plants from frost, but not so much from the heat unless you bring them inside or in a greenhouse. Getting started on homesteading said I tried to look up the app. Oh, okay. I'm going backwards. Shade cloth helps with beaming sun, but other than that, I don't know of any heat protection. UT says, oh, I read that already. Yeah, I went back up in the chat. Let's see. So Stephanie Valadez says she's in zone 9A9B. Gosh, y'all. Ooh, Mac, I'd be eating that up if I lived in a, I don't know. I say that now, right? We don't know. We don't know what I would do. But it is a great opportunity to be able to grow year round when you're in these warmer climates. Start onion seeds indoors. Barely cover them with soil. Almost no soil. Okay. Well, maybe that's a video opportunity for somebody. Okay. So you can show us. Show us. Um, let's see. Let me check my list real quick. Yeah, I think I hit everything on my list. Yeah, I think I did. Let's see. DD's in zone 6A. Somebody wanted to know. What you talking about, Stephanie Valdez? You said honeys, flowers, jams. Oh, you talking about the farmers markets when I was talking about that? I'm gonna go back up just a little bit. Okay, Diva, you said if everybody missed the free one on Thriving Farmer Summit, yeah. If you missed the free one, there's another one in a few months. Hmm. And they're free typically. Yep. They'll give you free access for just a little bit, like literally 3 days, 2 days, 3 days, and then they're done. Okay, and then you have to pay to get access or full access to everything, which is cool because it is a lot of great information. And not only do each speaker have a video, but some of them actually offer you free materials. So for instance, one guy that I studied the uh it was the lettuce farming. He has like a free little booklet, and then if I clicked on when I clicked on the email, it had free videos, like 3 free videos, because he teaches a lot of classes on how to farm lettuce and stuff. So farm greens. So I was like, man, this is dope. Yeah, check them out. That's right. Coupling other things with, yeah, with your veggies at the farmers market. That's right. Miss Angela's garden said, I followed in my gardener steps and transplanted them, but they never got larger than small marbles. Um, and I also watched the Beautiful Nest TV had a video on how she did the onions sets, I think. And see, I did a bunch of onions from seed, but the onion bulbs, are sets. Is that what it is, y'all? If I'm saying the right thing, the onion bulbs or sets. She started hers on top of the soil, so she didn't bury them in there. And she used cells, but when you direct sow them out in the ground, the instructions say to put them in the soil, but she didn't do that. She put them in cells and put the bulbs on top of the soil. Um, Diva says, okay, y'all, for onions, watch Haas Tools video on onions for insight. I suck at them too, but he tells about how to fertilize specifically to get bulbs. Okay. Haas Tools, yeah, I've watched them before as well. But yeah, y'all, this has been real. I mean, so cool. Dee, good lord. Let's see. Onion bulbs equals onion sets. Okay, Dee, I feel like we've been through this before. Didn't we? I feel like there was another time. It was probably a live stream, and I did the same exact thing. Like, I don't know why I can't understand this. Um, she's probably like, like Letitia, get yourself together. I have explained this to you before. Onion bulbs equals onion sets. Don't cover your onion bulbs. Okay. Well, why the instructions say bury them like 2 inches? I don't know. I don't know. Okay. I understand. We don't follow directions around here, do we? On the seed packs, we don't do that. Oh, goodness. I know. Yeah, onion bulbs, onion sets. I just haven't mastered that yet at all. I haven't mastered much of anything. What am I talking about? But I'm getting there. I'm learning, y'all. I'm learning. Um, they won't grow to size, and they sure didn't. They sure didn't. They grew, but not to size. And that's what was left after the squirrels took what they wanted. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. Gonna put the cough to bed, folks. Have a great evening, everybody. You right. I'm about to do the same thing because y'all know it's 2 seconds from my bedtime. I've been like this all my life. Even when I was a child, I was ready to go to bed at 8 o'clock, 8:30. I don't know what. I don't know. I don't know why. But that's exactly what I used to do. And every once in a while, I'll sneak up on somebody's lab. It might be 10 o'clock, but y'all, I'm laying in the bed. I'm in the bed. Butterflies Home and Gardening. Good night to you, and God bless you, sweetie. God bless you. Yeah, the squirrels making French onion soup. They making something, honey, because they constantly make trips back. Y'all know I got this fence in the backyard. And I'm doing this like 20 times a day because you know how you see something out of your peripheral and you look and I'm the squirrel run across the fence. I'm like, now what they after now? I've been feeding them all winter apparently. So Stephanie Valdez says I have problems with onions too. I've used cess bulbs and get only long green onions. Me too. Me too. That's what's out there right now. This year I'm using the stars and see what happens. And you can eat the green onion. You can eat the green onion, but yeah, it's like you want those bulbs. You really want them big old juicy, sweet yellow onion bulbs, red onion bulbs. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm gonna make squirrel nuggets. Bull, I mean, make a trip here and you can have all the squirrel you want. I got about 10 squirrels. Um, I have one, two. two big trees in my front yard, and the tree over in my side yard is not mine. That's on the side of my neighbor. But there's probably about 5 squirrels in that tree, about four in these trees. And honey, they are constantly, constantly just like doing what they want to do over here. I don't know what to do. I don't know. Good night, Lady H. Good night. Yeah, I'm about to roll out, y'all. I'm about to roll out. Oh, last thing. Have been lately a lot of people apparently getting jacked, right? Like they are getting robbed. They're getting their YouTube accounts. Um, what's that called? When somebody, what's the word, y'all? Help me. I can't find it. I can't find it. Um, Not hijack your account. What's that word, y'all? People's account hacked, hacked. Yes, thank you. Their accounts are being hacked. People are stealing their videos, and I think that's something to that nature happened to Food Force Permaculture here lately. So he no longer has his channel. Um, I just heard that today, and there was another one that I can't even call right now. But y'all, please be careful. I don't even know what to tell you to do to make sure that you watch out for that. But if it doesn't feel right, then it probably isn't right. So if people are coming to your door and claiming to be here to check your alarm system or or whatever it is, and you ain't scheduled no check or no visit, then don't open the door. Um, I don't open the door. Me and little big girl farmer are here most of the day by ourselves, and I don't open the door for people unless I like literally know you. But if it you coming up wanting to sell cookies or check my internet, or you want to, no, I'm not opening the door. No, I'll talk to you through the window. And no thank you is what I will say, because I'm not opening the door. I didn't schedule nothing. You ain't coming in. That's just, so just be safe, be safe, be safe. And hey, Jackie, good to see you. But I'm about to roll out. Good night, Miss Cheryl. Good night to everyone. I had a repo man in my driveway. Yeah, I saw that video, Bull. Yeah, so you just never know. But I mean, use your judgment. Everybody use your judgment, but please, please be safe. Because the crime does not mean that the crime goes down, does not mean that the fools don't come out at night, because they still come out at night, y'all. They do. And during the day too, because they don't care. And they do what they want to do. So y'all, please stay safe. Please stay safe. I love y'all like this much. That's a lot. I wanted to be in the screen, so that's all I get. Okay. I love y'all that much. I love y'all a ton. Thank you so much for everything. I know it's a shame, right, Didi? It really is. But thank y'all so much for everything. Thank you for your support. Thank you for showing up tonight. We had a great amount of people in the chat, in the house tonight. So thank you, thank you, thank you for stopping by. And y'all know I'll see y'all later. Y'all know I will. I love y'all. Bye.